Say this and she'll fall in love. 6 good morning phrases to win her heart. Modern Stoic. Love is not just about words, it's about presence. It's about showing up in the moment and making her feel something real. Unknown. Have you ever noticed how some guys can say, "Good morning," and get an effortless smile, while others get barely a glance? It's not about poetic phrases or sounding like you're auditioning for a rom-com. It's about speaking in a way that reaches her heart. The truth is, the first words you share each morning set the emotional tone for the day. If your message is unremarkable or overly simple, it blends in with the flood of other morning texts she receives from guys who don't truly see her. But if you know how to say the right things, you can bypass her logical defenses, touch her emotions, and subtly ingrain yourself in her mind before she even takes her first sip of coffee. That's the key focus of this guide. I'm going to walk you through 6 carefully crafted good morning phrases. These aren't just sweet sentiments, they're strategic, inspired by emotional psychology and modern Stoic wisdom. These words aim to connect on a deeper level. Stoicism teaches us that intention is more powerful than impulse, and when applied to dating, especially in the little gestures like morning texts, it allows you to stand out in a way that she can feel, even if she can't explain why. Now, this isn't about tricks or manipulation. It's about learning how to speak a language that resonates with her emotions. Clear, calm, and confidently masculine. Each phrase has a specific purpose. Some will make her feel safe. Some show that you notice the little details, and others will simply remind her of her importance to you, not in an overwhelming way, but with quiet, yet profound, strength. You don't need to go overboard to leave a lasting impression. What truly matters is being intentional. So, if you're tired of sending generic morning messages that don't get you anywhere and want to say things that actually move her emotionally, you've come to the right place. Let's dive in and transform your morning texts into something memorable. 1. I woke up thinking about you. The first time you wake up and think about her, don't just let it pass. Use it to your advantage with a powerful phrase like, "I woke up thinking about you." It may seem simple, almost throwaway, but don't underestimate its power. It's not just a casual comment. It's a profound, psychological gesture that hits at the very core of her emotions. By saying this, you're sending a message that she was the first thought in your mind, a quiet yet deep reminder that she matters. That's something that resonates more than you think, especially when you consider how impressionable our minds are in the morning. When you start the day, what you hear or feel in those first moments sticks with you. And for her, receiving this message is not just a compliment, it's a mental imprint that says, "Before the world had a chance to pull your attention elsewhere, I made sure you were first." That's an emotional connection with purpose. And here's the thing, there's an undeniable link between this and the blessing of Stoicism. The modern Stoic understands the principle that what you focus on holds weight. It shapes your reality. By choosing to focus on her as the first thought of your day, you're not just expressing affection, you're exercising control over your own mind. In a world filled with distractions, it's a bold statement to say, "I choose to focus on you. You are where my attention goes." This isn't about dependence or neediness. It's about presence, discipline, and intention. It's a quiet display of masculine strength that doesn't shout, but rather stands firm in its simplicity. Now, if you're worried about sounding too clingy or overbearing, don't be. This isn't about overwhelming her or attaching yourself in an unhealthy way. It's about making a deliberate choice to show her she's the one who gets your attention first thing in the morning. If you want to soften it up a bit, try saying, "My first smile today was because of you." It carries the same weight, but with a more poetic twist. The key is authenticity. Saying it with genuine feeling makes it resonate even deeper. Timing is everything. Though, this phrase is most impactful in the early stages of a relationship, when emotions are fresh and developing, but it doesn't lose its power over time. In a long-term relationship, It serves as a reminder to keep the connection intentional, to reignite the spark even after the honeymoon phase has passed. You see, saying this isn't just sending a text, it's sending a statement. You are not just part of my day, you are the beginning of it. And that, my friend, is how you distinguish yourself from being just another guy to being the guy she can't stop thinking about. You've elevated yourself from the noise of the everyday to a place of importance, and you've done it with the understated power of a modern Stoic. Remember, the old Stoic teachings aren't just about toughness or detachment. It's about mastering the internal, finding peace through deliberate action and self-control. When you use these phrases, you're showing your emotional intelligence wrapped in the timeless strength of Stoicism. This isn't about being emotional for the sake of it, but choosing your words carefully to reflect your deepest intentions. And that is the foundation of meaningful, lasting connection. 2. I hope today brings you the peace you deserve. There's power in simplicity. And when you say, I hope today brings you the peace you deserve, you're doing much more than offering a nice sentiment. You're acknowledging the storm she may carry inside, even if she hasn't shared it with you. This isn't just about being kind. It's about creating an emotional space where she can exhale, if only for a moment. It's a message that cuts through the noise of modern life and speaks to a need many women feel deeply, but often go unrecognized: peace. In a world where the mornings are typically filled with pings of notifications, the urgency of deadlines, the weight of emotional labor, and the relentless pressure to perform, the idea of peace becomes a luxury. But when you tell her this, you're not simply offering some soothing words. No, you're offering her the gift of calm, a refuge in the midst of chaos. You're not fixing anything. You're not rushing in with solutions. That's crucial. You're not playing therapist or trying to solve her problems. You're stepping back and holding space. And that space, it's one of the most valuable things you can offer. It's like saying, I see the weight you carry, and I'll stand by while you find your peace, not because you need to explain it, but because you deserve it. Now, let's talk about the real beauty of this phrase. It reflects a deep Stoic lesson, the ability to find inner peace in the midst of external chaos. A true Stoic understands that the world around us is often beyond our control. Yet, the one thing we can always control is our inner state. And when you offer peace, you're echoing this timeless Stoic life principle. I know the world might feel overwhelming, but your inner peace isn't negotiable. What does this do for her? It communicates emotional maturity. And you know what? Emotional maturity doesn't need to be flaunted. It doesn't need to be shouted from the rooftops. It speaks quietly but profoundly. You're showing up as a stable, grounding force in her life, which is, in fact, one of the sexiest qualities you can possess. In an era where emotional depth is often drowned out by the distractions of modern life, where shallow attention spans rule and everyone's vying for a piece of the action, you are offering her something different, the promise of calm. And let's be clear, emotional safety. It's not just desirable, it's essential. Women, especially today, are bombarded with constant stimuli. From the endless scroll of social media to the anxiety-inducing deadlines at work, it's a wonder any of us can find a moment of peace at all. When you say this simple phrase, you're telling her that no matter what's happening outside, she has a place of peace inside, one she can share with you without feeling the pressure of expectations. In fact, this phrase is especially potent when she's having a particularly stressful day. Maybe she has a big meeting. Maybe she's juggling too many responsibilities at once. Or perhaps she's simply feeling overwhelmed by life. On these days, telling her you hope she finds the peace she deserves is like offering her a lifeline, a moment of emotional clarity amidst the storm. But even on ordinary days, when nothing in particular is wrong but everything feels a bit off, it speaks volumes. What you're really saying is, I wish for you to be at peace, even in the moments I'm not around. And that's the essence of real presence, being there for her, even when you're physically apart. It's love without pressure. It's care without intrusion. It's the kind of thing that shows her, I see you, even when you think I don't. It's rare, and it's deeply meaningful. So, why does this work so well? It's because it taps into one of the core tenets of Stoicism, the belief that while the world may be unpredictable and chaotic, we are responsible for our internal state. Stoic lessons teach us that we can achieve serenity regardless of external circumstances. And when you offer her this kind of peace, you are not just being thoughtful, you're embodying Stoic wisdom. You may not need to throw out quotes from Marcus Aurelius or Epictetus to demonstrate your understanding of Stoicism. No. In fact, by simply offering her the peace she deserves, you're practicing Stoic life in its purest form. You're showing emotional fortitude and maturity without ever needing to put on a show. You're offering something priceless: peace, stability, and a moment of calm in a world that's often too loud and too fast. Don't underestimate the power of this. In the chaos of everyday life, offering peace is like offering a rare jewel, and when you give it, especially in the context of a deep relationship, you'll find that the ripples it sends through her heart will be felt for much longer than you think. So, don't wait for the perfect moment to say these words. Just say them. Say them when she's stressed. Say them when she's anxious. Say them when nothing is wrong, just because you want her to feel seen, understood, and safe. Be the source of peace in her day. Remember, true Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about mastering them. It's about showing up as a calm, unwavering presence in the storm. And when you offer this phrase, you're not just being sweet, you're embodying the Stoic philosophy of emotional resilience, offering her a safe haven and giving her a gift that transcends words. So, next time she's feeling overwhelmed, let these words fall from your lips. I hope today brings you the peace you deserve, and let that simple phrase speak volumes. 3. You make my mornings better just knowing you exist. There's a phrase that can subtly shift the dynamics of a relationship. You make my mornings better just knowing you exist. Simple, yet profound. This statement hits a different note. It's a genuine acknowledgement of her value, not based on what she does, what she gives, or how she looks. It speaks to who she is, her very presence in your life, and how that presence elevates your entire day. In a world obsessed with performance, status, and constant proving of worth, this phrase is a refreshing reminder that she doesn't need to do anything to win your attention. She has it already, simply by being herself. It's the perfect blend of Stoic principles, accepting and appreciating what is, not what could be. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." What's more powerful than expressing gratitude for someone who positively influences your life just by existing? This kind of statement doesn't put pressure on her to respond with a perfect answer or flirtatious emoji. It doesn't expect anything, yet it provides her with something incredibly valuable: emotional security. By not asking for anything in return, you communicate respect and emotional maturity. You're giving her the space to be herself, which is rare in today's dating culture, where everyone feels the need to be constantly on display. This message aligns with the core principles of Stoicism, embracing the present moment, accepting reality as it is, and focusing on gratitude rather than expectation. Let's be clear, the greatest relationships aren't built on superficial exchanges or constant tests of worth. They're rooted in understanding, respect, and the quiet acknowledgement of each other's value. "You make my mornings better just knowing you exist" is a phrase that doesn't just win her heart, it wins her trust. It tells her that she doesn't have to prove herself to you. She's already enough. And that's an incredibly powerful, attractive message. It's a message of strength, of self-assurance, and most importantly, of authentic love. So, remember, you must embrace the power of simplicity. Don't complicate things. Your words, backed by Stoic gratitude, will resonate far more deeply than any grand gestures or empty flattery. Master your emotions, embody the Stoic mindset, and watch how the right words can create the connection you desire. 4. Whatever today brings, I'm rooting for you. If you want to truly win her heart, embrace the power of words that go beyond empty promises. One phrase that resonates deeply with her is, "Whatever today brings, I'm rooting for you." It might not sound like a grand declaration of love, but its meaning is profound, and its impact undeniable. This isn't about offering empty reassurance or pretending to have all the answers. You're not stepping in to shield her from life's challenges, nor are you trying to control everything around her. What you're offering is something far more meaningful, unwavering support. The modern Stoic knows that life is unpredictable, filled with highs and lows, and the secret is not to wrestle with the unknown, but to accept it with quiet strength. In this phrase, you capture the essence of Stoicism, the blessing of Stoicism. It's the ability to stand strong without attempting to bend the world to your will. You don't need to solve her problems or protect her from every storm. What matters is that you're there, offering a calm presence without suffocating her with unnecessary advice or pressure. This is where you show her you are not just her partner, but a rock she can rely on in a world that's anything but predictable. And that's the beauty of this message. It speaks directly to her heart, especially during moments when the weight of the world feels unbearable. Whether she's facing a big presentation, a family issue, or simply feeling off that day, this phrase offers something that "good luck" or "you've got this" can't deliver. Those phrases can often feel hollow, impersonal, or worse, dismissive. Whatever today brings, I'm rooting for you acknowledges the struggle and offers a rare combination of emotional safety and empowerment. You are telling her, without saying a word, "I see what you're going through, and I believe in you, no matter what happens." This Stoic approach, stepping back to let her face her challenges while offering steadfast encouragement, is far more intimate than any overbearing advice. You're giving her the space to grow and thrive on her own terms, but with the knowledge that you are beside her, always. And that's incredibly powerful. Trust is built in these small, meaningful exchanges where you communicate with her not through constant interference, but with subtle assurance that you're there. Come what may, the old Stoic wisdom teaches us that true strength lies in not trying to control everything, but in finding the peace that comes from knowing that we can weather the storm with integrity. By saying, "I'm rooting for you," you're embracing this wisdom, and in turn, you're showing her the depth of your emotional maturity. You're offering her a safe space to be herself, without pressure to perform or meet unrealistic expectations. This kind of steady, calm assurance is what a modern Stoic brings to the table, and it's a rare gift in today's world. A gift that says, "You are enough, just as you are, and I am here with you." This phrase isn't just about wishing her well, it's a declaration of emotional commitment and a testament to the trust and respect you have for her ability to handle life's challenges. This is the kind of love that doesn't demand or expect. Instead, it quietly supports and elevates, offering a foundation of trust and shared strength. When you offer her this phrase, you are not simply rooting for her success, you're rooting for her entire being, flaws, imperfections, and all. That is the blessing of Stoicism in action. If you found this valuable, don't forget to like, comment, and share this with someone who could benefit from it. Subscribe for more wisdom on building meaningful connections. Comment to remember, whatever today brings, I'm rooting for you. Drop this affirmation in the comments below to show your support for emotional safety and calm presence in relationships. Let's keep spreading positivity and strength. 5. You've already made my day, and it just started. When you're looking to win her heart, there's a phrase that works wonders, and it's simple. You've already made my day, and it just started. This one hits just right, especially if there's already a little spark between you, or if she's just done something sweet for you. It carries a light flirtation, but it's not over the top or desperate. It's confident, appreciative, and has just enough vulnerability to make it feel real. This phrase is all about timing. The magic happens when you use it right after she sends you a cute message, a selfie, or something thoughtful. It's the perfect way to let her know that her small gesture has already set the tone for your day, and she doesn't even know it yet. Now, Let's talk about why this phrase works. First, it's a reflection of Stoicism in action. Stoicism teaches us that our emotional state doesn't depend on external circumstances. You don't need her to do something grand or extravagant to feel good. A simple, thoughtful gesture from her is enough to make your day. This mirrors the Stoic life, a life where you find joy and gratitude in even the smallest moments, without needing them to be perfect or dramatic. When you say, "You've already made my day," you're not just complimenting her, you're expressing that she's already added value to your life in a way that doesn't require a grand event. The Stoic lessons here are clear. You must learn to find contentment in what is, and not constantly seek more or better. It's not about waiting for the big moments, it's about appreciating the small ones when they arrive. In a world where everyone seems to be looking for the next big thing, offering her a sincere, heartfelt acknowledgement of her simple actions feels powerful. It shows her that you recognize the effort, no matter how small, and that it truly matters to you. Saying, "You've already made my day," is a way of reflecting her positive energy back to her in a way that reinforces her value in your life. It lets her know that her presence, just being herself, is enough to lift your spirits. And let's face it, in relationships, this is the type of acknowledgement that speaks volumes. It's the kind of response that will make her feel appreciated and emotionally seen. And this builds trust. It lets her know that you're not just about superficial compliments, but that you genuinely value her for the little things she does, which in turn fosters deeper emotional connection. Don't be afraid to show vulnerability at this moment. Stoicism doesn't call for you to suppress your emotions. Instead, it asks you to express them with clarity and integrity. When you tell her that she's made your day with something as simple as a text or a smile, you're being transparent in your feelings without overdoing it. You're not saying, "You're my entire world," but you're letting her know that she's important to you at this moment. That balance of confidence and appreciation is exactly what makes this phrase so effective. Incorporating Stoicism into this situation is all about balance. Be present in the moment. Appreciate what's in front of you and express gratitude without excess. You must learn to accept and appreciate the little gifts life gives you, like her thoughtful message, and let it elevate your day. Stoicism teaches that life is full of moments we can't control, but that doesn't mean we can't choose how we respond to them. By saying, "You've already made my day," you're choosing to respond with joy, gratitude, and emotional maturity. You're not depending on her actions to determine your happiness, but rather recognizing that even the smallest, kindest acts can make your day that much better. So next time she sends you something sweet, don't just react with a generic response. Reflect her energy back with sincerity, and tell her she's made your day. It's more than just a compliment. It's a recognition of her presence, her thoughtfulness, and the little ways she makes your life better. This is how you show her that you truly appreciate her in a way that goes beyond the surface level. It's about connection, vulnerability, and the profound Stoic lesson that joy doesn't always come from big events. It comes from appreciating the small, beautiful moments along the way. 6. You inspire me to be better every day. Let's get this straight. You inspire me to be better every day. This is not a phrase to be tossed around casually, and if you have any intention of mastering the art of attraction, you'll want to treat it with the utmost care and power. This line is a declaration, a strong, sharp statement of admiration. You don't say this unless it's true. You don't say this unless it's meaningful. You don't say this unless it comes from a place of deep self-awareness and growth. If you do say it with the weight it deserves. This phrase isn't about flattering a woman. It isn't about feeding her ego or trying to win her favor. It's about acknowledging that something deep within her stirs something deep within you. It's about recognizing a force, a presence that pushes you to become better. And that is exactly what separates a man of character from a boy of convenience. As a modern Stoic, your aim is always self-mastery. This is the core of Stoic principles. To cultivate a life of intentional growth, of discipline, of strength. You don't change to please others. You change because your internal compass demands it. And if a woman inspires you to sharpen your focus, to live with more intention, to rise to your fullest potential every single day, you owe it to her and to yourself to recognize that influence. The truth is, when you say you inspire me to be better every day, you're not just acknowledging her presence, you are elevating the dynamic between you to something more powerful, more profound. You are telling her, in the clearest terms possible, that she is not merely attractive or interesting, but transformational. She has had an impact on your inner world. She has helped refine your character and sharpen your purpose. That is not something most women hear from men, certainly not in a way that feels grounded and authentic. Women are used to receiving compliments, but they're used to compliments that are surface level, flattering their beauty, their style, or their intelligence. How many times do they hear, "You inspire me to be better every day"? This kind of recognition is rare. This is the kind of statement that sticks. This is the kind of statement that makes a man unforgettable. But here's the catch when you say it. You better mean it. If you say this and your actions don't align with it, she'll sense the disconnect immediately. And that's where most men go wrong. They think they can say something powerful without living up to it. The Stoic man never falls into that trap. He understands that words must be backed by deeds. This phrase is meaningless unless you are, in fact, striving to become a better man every single day. And if you are committed to becoming the best version of yourself, not for anyone else, but for you, then this phrase has the power to forge a deeper connection, one that is based on authenticity, respect, and mutual growth. To become the kind of man who can say this, you must commit yourself to the relentless pursuit of excellence. You must live by the Stoic principles that Marcus Aurelius espoused: discipline, focus, and an unwavering dedication to personal growth. In his Meditations, Aurelius writes, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This is the mindset you must adopt. The woman who inspires you to be better every day is not someone who brings weakness or distraction into your life. She challenges you to become stronger. She pushes you to be more focused, more decisive, more self-aware. And that is something to be deeply grateful for. It is rare. It is valuable. It is worth acknowledging. You must understand that you are not a man who is seeking validation through flattery. You are a man who is acknowledging a force that makes you want to become the best version of yourself. You are paying tribute to her impact on your life. In doing so, you affirm your own commitment to growth, to self-mastery, and to living a life of purpose. Now, don't misunderstand me. This isn't about saying the right words at the right time in order to impress her. No, this is about truth. This is about recognition. And this is about becoming the kind of man who can look a woman in the eye and say, with full confidence, "You inspire me to be better every day." It means you are living with intention, with discipline, with a relentless drive toward personal growth. It means your actions align with your words. You're not asking for her approval. You're acknowledging that she has become a catalyst for your own evolution. This is the Stoic way. This is the mark of a man who is deeply in touch with his purpose. As Aurelius once said, "A man's life is what his thoughts make of it." You must live with clarity. You must live with purpose. You must live with a sense of mission, day in and day out. The woman who inspires you to be better every day is a reflection of that mission. She is a reminder that greatness is not achieved in isolation. It is achieved in the presence of those who challenge us, who inspire us, who help us see the higher version of ourselves. So, when you say, "You inspire me to be better every day," you must do so with the authority of a man who is living this truth. You must embody the change you speak of. And when you do, it won't just be words. It will be a force that moves her, a force that moves you. This is the victory of the Stoic man, a man who becomes better, not to seek approval, but because his soul demands it. And in this, he becomes a beacon of strength, discipline, and purpose. Live by these principles. Speak these words when they reflect the truth of your actions, and you'll not only capture her heart, you'll master your own life. All right, that's it for today. I hope you found these 6 phrases as powerful as I do. Remember, it's not about just saying something. It's about meaning it, making her feel seen, appreciated, and safe in your presence. My advice, don't overthink it. Pick one of these phrases and let it come from a place of genuine care. Let her feel the intent behind your words, and trust me, that will speak volumes more than anything clever or flirty ever could. It's the small, consistent things that really make the difference. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more tips on speaking with purpose and clarity in your relationships. Or drop a comment below and let me know which phrase made the biggest impact for you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And just wait, because next up, we're diving into evening phrases that unlock real intimacy. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.